Today I'll talk to you about alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is a sudden hair loss which starts with sudden onset of circular, round, bald patches either on the scalp or on the body. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune skin condition in which your own immune system mistakenly attacks your own hair follicles and causes hair loss. Hair typically falls in small, round, bald patches on the scalp, but sometimes the disease can be very extensive and involves other parts of the body, like on the eyebrows, eyelashes, beard area, mustache area, hands, legs, or body hair area. Now, alopecia areata can happen in men and women both, but when this develops below 10 years of age, then the disease is very extensive and very progressive. Patients with certain autoimmune skin conditions, either in them or in their family, like patients with psoriasis, lichen planus, or vitiligo, or patients with allergic conditions, like patients with allergic rhinitis, bronchitis, sinusitis, asthma, hay fever, or eczema issues, tend to develop more of alopecia areata than normal individuals. Now, alopecia areata is of three types. The first is patchy alopecia areata, in which either one or two circular round patches comes on the scalp or maximum three or four comes. The second is alopecia totalis, in which patient loses majority of the hairs from their scalp. And third is alopecia universalis, in which patient loses majority of the hairs from the scalp as well as from the body. You should consult a dermatologist immediately. And usually, if the disease is limited, either a steroid cream application or immunosuppressive cream application works wonderfully in the resolution. Or if the disease is very extensive, then an intralesional corticosteroid injection can be advised by the dermatologist along with immunosuppressive tablets. The prognosis of alopecia areata is very good, but yeah, there could be chances of reoccurrence in 40 to 50% of cases. If you want to avoid the reoccurrence, you should live a balanced lifestyle, including good sleep, good water intake, good protein intake, good fruits intake, and if possible, avoid milk and dairy, tea and coffee, and gluten, especially wheat, in your diet.